Hi guys, how are you?
Hi everybody, how are you today?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
We're getting closer and closer to Christmas. I can't wait. I love Christmas. Okay, so we got some really good stories for you today. Today we're going to talk about Steve Harvey and the family. They're falling apart. Talk about that. Talk about Meg The Stallion saying she's going to sue bloggers. We're going to talk about that. Sue us. Okay. You must mean two other fools. You ain't talking about me. Okay. Then we're going to talk about Will Smith and Tom Cruise basically stabbing him in the back. People are a mess.
People ain't shit, is what you want to say.
Tia Mowry, her husband wanting to challenge the prenup. Okay. We're going to talk about that. So before we get into that, there's a few things I have to do. My banner strolling on the bottom and play our sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Fetch. Rewards is a super easy to use app where you earn free rewards on literally anything you buy. Scan any receipt or e-receipt into the app to earn points, no matter where you shop or what you buy. And I literally mean any receipt. I recently took a few trips to a couple of retail stores. All I have to do to be rewarded is use the app on my phone to scan my receipts. And just seconds later, you receive your points into your account. It's really that easy. Anything you buy works with Fetch. Even if you have receipts that are up to 2 weeks old, you can still earn points. And if you shop with online retailers such as Amazon, it's even easier. You could have the app scan through your emails for e-receipts and it will submit them for you. You can then redeem those points for hundreds of different rewards, including Amazon and Visa gift cards. Fetch is easy and fast and 100% free. Fetch is even giving away bonus rewards to my viewers. All you need to do is download the Fetch Rewards app and use the code Sharrell when you scan your first receipt, and Fetch will reward you with 5,000 points. It's really that simple. So once again, thank you to Fetch for sponsoring this video. All right.
Yeah, everybody, get those Fetch rewards. I mean, you're going to spend the money anyway. Especially this week.
Yeah. Especially during the holiday season. It's really, really good. Do you hear echo?
No.
Okay, I'm tripping. All right, and so you guys really take up the offer that they're offering with the Fetch because you're spending money anyway. Why not get discount points for them? So many words. All right, let's get into it. I need to start with this Meg The Stallion thing, okay? Because first of all, this is the most, what's the word? A mess. What's the word I'm looking for? I've never seen a trial this sloppily done. It was a sloppy mess. Okay. Everybody involved is lying. It's confusing. You can't sort out what's really going on. It's just a mess. It should have never been brought to court. Prosecutors putting people on the stand and they turn on them. You didn't know that? You should have shut it down immediately. It's the biggest shit show of the century. Okay. I've never seen a joke of a trial as I have this one. And I usually love to cover trials, but I'm tired of this trial. I'm glad they're going into the deliberation. These people are getting on my last nerve. Okay, so, but the last thing we need is some more mess on this trial. Okay, so it's being reported that Meg The Stallion is going to go after bloggers who she feels that were reporting in Tory's favor.
Oh, shit.
Really, Megan?
This is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. What? You want to go after people, bloggers, okay? This is their job. We're not covering you for fun. We're not covering you because you're the best thing since sliced bread. You're in the media, okay? It's the biggest circus act there ever is. And now you want to go after bloggers
Yeah.
who you feel tarnished your name, you did that by lying on the stand. Okay, Meg, I'm team Meg. Was down for you, but you're slowly losing me here. This is so damn ridiculous. Let me tell you, if you want to sue anybody, it should be those two nut jobs, Dennis Byron and Moe from
Yeah.
Lawyers for Workers.
Or it could simply be the defense attorney, the court reporter, the judge, people who have say so in the matter. Megan, let's try that.
Like, really? You want to sue us? Why don't you try suing your bodyguard that skipped town? How about that?
That's a good start.
Girl, I'm trying to ride with you here, Meg. I'm trying to stay with you, but it's not working. I mean, you are driving me crazy. Let's talk about those two people that you really need to be suing. That's Dennis Byron of Hip Hop Inquirer and Moe from the blog Lawyers for Workers. Okay. First of all, okay, Moe is new to the game. Okay, and he's new to the game. He just bursted onto the scene, and everybody seemed to go over there and start listening to him. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I think they like listening to him because the way that he was telling the story. Sorry, Dennis. No, you've been around for ages, decades, but you're boring. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you what no one else is telling you. You're boring. You put me to sleep. Okay. You're extremely biased in your reportings. And I'm just not feeling you. I don't need a reason to not like you. I just don't. But let's be real. You guys has turned this into a circus act. Moe start offering subscriptions. For what? I can go anywhere else for free. There are tons of real journalists that are covering this story for free. So now you want to make money off of it. I was a little shaky at first, especially when you drove off in a Rolls Royce. He did. I'm not making this up. He drove off in a Rolls Royce. So I was like, okay,
He see other people making money in his defense, probably. And he's like, hey, huh?
Name one other journalist that has subscriptions besides copycat Dennis.
I think Dennis got one. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so let me tell you what's really going on, in my opinion, between Dennis and Moe. Dennis doesn't like anyone coming in, stepping on his territory. The blogs used to cover Dennis every day. And then they would do both of them. And then they just kind of pushed Dennis to the side, and it was Moe, just because he's more entertaining. He's more down to earth. I think that Dennis got jealous, upset, didn't like it, whatever word you want to choose. Mm-hmm. And so he decides to offer his own subscriptions. But here's the key. He came on his Instagram page tripping. He said that, I'll let you use my work. I'm not making this up in my period, but you must credit me. I need to make sure that you're telling the story in the right way.
Because you heard it here first.
Oh, hell no. Dennis is really ego tripping. He's really ego tripping right now, okay? We saw you cover other cases. Now we need your approval. We must credit you. You don't tell me I have to do anything. I'm telling you, I don't like Dennis. I do not like Dennis, point blank, period. But anyway, I feel that he's got a little envy going on in his heart for Moe the lawyers, but they really put on a shit show last night. So I guess they were throwing shade at Moe. Perry, tell us what.
Yeah,
so they were.
That's what happened. Like, okay, it was on Dennis' show. He brung some. I mean, I'm not even sure. I mean, I haven't seen credentials. She said she was an attorney for all these years. She's a professor. I'm just saying Ike or whatever. Could be true. It doesn't matter, right? Mm-hmm. But on this thing, it seems like the whole concept of the show was to diminish Moe.
Now, that's one thing you don't do. Like, please, okay, bloggers don't like each other. I got 1,000,001 stories of a blogger that did me dirty or something about this blogger I don't like, but I don't really come on here and bash you until it's really necessary, like really, really bad. And even then, I try to watch what I say unless you just did me real dirty. So you guys know none of these bloggers, we don't trust each other because, some people make the game dirty. Some people make the
Right.
game dirty. So you got to fight dirty. But somehow they start talking trash about Moe. So Moe decides to go ahead and jump in the fire. He decides
Yeah.
to go over to Dennis's.
Okay. Yeah. Dennis them did this thing. He closed it out.
Mhm.
He closed it out. And I think, you know how, everybody just watch different things. Hell, I'm sitting there watching it,
Mhm.
right? I'm thinking, damn, they really going hard at Moe. And just to give you some background, because I don't think it comes up when you play that clip or whatnot,
Mhm.
is that on his first show, they pretty much came out and said, you got these so-called lawyers running around saying they was a defense lawyer, but they really employment lawyer. And then people in the chat were saying, no, he never said that.
Mhm.
He said lawyer for workers. But anyway, it's almost like if a person don't agree with you, that's fine. Let it go. You got your opinion. This person should have theirs. But do not try to demean that person's character to make your shit more legit.
Yeah.
Right? That's what sort of happened. So they went through this thing. They closed out. And I was like, damn. I'm sitting there just chilling. I'm like, wow, that shit got heated.
Mhm.
And Moe wasn't even there. To my surprise, Dennis Byron going live. Now look, I said, I want to check it out again. And I see Moe there. I said, oh shit.
Oh shit!
It was a mess. It was unprofessional. It was ridiculous. I seen the jealousy oozing out of Dennis and out of his new attorney that helps him, Ike, because he has to compete with Moe. If Moe's an attorney, then I'm gonna send an attorney there too.
Right.
It was a third grade shit show. I'm gonna play you a clip.
Yeah.
It was a mess. But first of all, Dennis, you claim that you are being nice by letting people use your clips. Did you know anything on Instagram is a matter of public record? So you're not being nice, but you're being stupid, because if we decide to use your clip, that's publicity for you.
Right.
He's got all these members only. He wants to charge people this and that. And listen, you're out of line. What's going to end up happening to you if you keep acting like this? No one's going to use your clips anymore.
Yeah.
Just like they're not anyway. I mean, it's been days since you've been on the Shade Room. And yeah, like no one's going to use your clips anymore. So I don't like your ego.
You can't come out and be like,
Dennis?
you get to hashtag me when you use something of mine. I get it. If you don't want nobody to use it, shit, we won't use your shit. But
Yeah.
I ain't got to hashtag a damn thing.
Your wish
I
is
don't
my
have to
demand.
come over
You don't
and
want us
wash
to
your
use your
car,
clips.
huh?
You don't want to. I said his wish is my demand. I'm going to honor what you want. You said don't use your clips. But you're doing us a favor and we must accredit you. Guess what? I'm not going to use your clips. But I'm going to show this next one because you made a plumb fool out of yourself. So you're attacking a man. So Moe comes on there and they're supposed to be fighting over the court case. But what they're doing is throwing shade at each other because they don't like each other. Because Dennis is straight up jealous, in my opinion, because no one's feeling everyone's going to Moe. Everybody, DJ actor, everyone's going to Moe. No one's really going to Dennis. It's because I'm telling you straight out why no one's going to you. You're boring, and you act like a control freak. You act like you're doing other bloggers a favor by letting them use your clips. But really, we're doing you a favor because we're promoting you. Don't you understand how business works? And there's a reason you only have 100 people in your chat. I'm just saying. So listen, they go on here. Let me show this clip. It was really disgusting because if you have a personal problem with someone, it's best to leave it that way. So you guys are allegedly arguing over the case, but you were just throwing shade at Moe. Horrible shade. He had to come over and defend himself. Now, if you follow Dennis Byron, he is definitely Team Tory. You might get one of those things that Megan's saying. He's Team Tory, definitely Team Tory. And Moe, no, I got it mixed up. He's definitely Team Megan. He likes to bash Tory. Moe is definitely Team Tory. The opposite team, Tory.
Yeah.
This is the way he looks at it. But Moe, you get a lot of stuff. I mean, not Moe. Dennis, you got a lot of stuff wrong in your reportings, and you're definitely biased. I don't like it when people, if you're going to be biased, just come out and say. There's nothing nice I could say about Tory because I don't like him. And I wish he goes to jail. But don't sit here and say, I'm fair and unbiased. No, you're not. And that's why in your own chat, they were tearing your ass up last night. People were telling him, shut up, you're biased, get out of here, you're jealous.
Bad. It was bad.
It was bad. Let me play a clip. So on the surface, they're arguing over the case. Underneath the surface, they're going at each other because Dennis just drugged the hell out of Mo. Listen to this.
I bring on Neek.
Wrong one. Let's put this one up.
In Tory's hand. How you beat that?
So let's talk about how you accused me of deflecting and literally talked about something other than what I'm talking about.
Right, because what you're talking about is not important.
So, ma'am,
what you're talking about is not evidence.
Ma'am,
what you're talking about is not evidence. Let's talk about what the jury is going to consider. Because what you're doing is making people, you're misleading the public.
I have no idea what that means. What I
You
heard
have no idea
was
what misleading the public means?
No, I have no idea what it means that what I'm talking about is not evidence. I'll give you the evidence in the record. There's evidence in the record, ma'am, that Megan The Stallion, ma'am, was fighting with Kelsey Harris for several minutes outside of the home of Mr. Kelly.
Accept that. Let's accept that that's true.
And there's evidence in the record, ma'am. Hang on.
How does
there's
that
evidence in the record.
In any way, keep this gun out of Tory's hand?
And I'm the one deflecting. You want to talk about something else.
I want to talk about the case. He's charged with possession of a gun. Let's talk about that.
You're not at all talking to me. You're just saying there was a gun in somebody's hand. I'm talking about
what the witness, the defense witness. Let's talk about the defense witness. The defense witness. You don't want to talk about that?
Dennis, is that not deflecting if you come on here to talk about what I'm talking about and then say, Mo, you're deflecting. I want to talk about something else.
I accepted what you said. I accept that.
So let me finish.
I accept that maybe two women were fighting. That still does not.
I'm not asking you to accept any of it. You asked me what is the evidence in the record for my point. I'm giving it to you. Are you ready for it?
But you're not mentioning the evidence that I'm talking about. Why are you not talking about the defense's own witness? How can you skip that?
No, ma'am. You accused me of not talking about the evidence. I'm giving you the evidence. Do you want
it? Talk about that.
Okay.
That particular piece of evidence. Talk about that particular piece of evidence. The defense's witness that puts the gun in his hand.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm not going to do that.
That's
I'm happy
exactly
to have
my
the
point.
conversation.
You can't do it. You can't do it, and neither can his lawyer.
There's a very simple explanation for that. You want to deflect and talk about that? Fine. The defense's point on that point.
We're not deflecting. We're talking about that evidence.
What I will say is that anything that I'm saying about the testimony is just my interpretation.
I was
based on my
listening to your
interpretation.
coverage, so if you didn't,
no, I'm not telling you I'm
you didn't do a
reporting
good job covering it.
I'm not.
You aren't the only one, but I'm just saying.
You want to interrupt me? I'm making very cogent, simple points.
Now, supposedly that lady goes to court for Dennis. Her name is Ike. She's an attorney. Don't come on here with your personal bullshit going back and forth over each other. They're not talking about the case. They're battling each other, especially when you claim that he's not a real lawyer. You're just a workers' compensation lawyer. Stop. How unprofessional did that look?
It was bad.
It was bad.
And even this part was bad. But then, like, people who just tune into this one, they'll say, well, damn, why is Mo upset? He upset from the previous video.
Because they talked about it like
they
a dog.
went ham on him to act like he was some fraud. Now, you ain't got to agree with the man. We ain't got to agree with Dennis. We all got an opinion. But you cannot attack a person like that. That character.
It was ridiculous. Listen, Dennis, Mo is no better than you. Y'all doing the same thing. You're both biased, and you're both trying to make money off the trial. So who's the best? Who's the best? Two idiots. You two. If Megan The Stallion was to sue anybody, it should be you two.
Damn.
It should. For being complete jackasses. I'm blaming Dennis more because Mo did try to defend himself. You were talking about this man like a dog. If Mo went on his channel and started saying Dennis is uncredible, Dennis doesn't know what he's talking about, then that's one thing.
Right.
But you just start talking about taking your personal issues out on him in public.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
I mean, please, you feel the way you feel, but when you're biased, say it. I don't like Tory Lanez. He needs to go to jail, but don't turn around and say, we're just being fair and balanced here. Bullshit.
Right.
It was bad, because if anybody said anything that made any ounce of they think that Tory's going to get off, they would jump on him. You can't create your own history. The outcome's going to be what the outcome is. But to dismiss anybody that has a different opinion is tacky. Dennis, is tacky. They even tried to do my girl Neek at night. Okay, so Neek comes on. So what the problem I have with Byron's reporting is he'll lead you this way.
Right.
Whichever direction he wants you to believe in or how he feels, he'll lead you that way. He won't tell the whole side of the story and say, but I feel this way. So you just tell what's really going on and you say, but this is how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened is what happened. What went on that day is what went on that day. You can't leave big gaping holes and things out to make it fit your agenda.
Mm-hmm.
You have to tell the truth. So Neek at night came on because she wanted to talk about it. She was in the courtroom. She wanted to talk about what she wanted to talk about. He was even short with her.
Right. You know why?
He ended up getting on. She's like, I gotta go.
Well, no. And the reason why he was, right? Because I think the whole thing, to me, my opinion, that it was an ambush in progress, right?
It was an ambush in progress.
That they tried it, and then it was opportunity. Because I don't know if Dennis knew Mo was going to come on, but then as soon as Mo come on, hold on. He probably was texting his ass off, to that girl. Hey, I got Mo on. I need you to part of the ambush. Can you come on? She came on, made herself, in my opinion, look like a fool. Just saying, right? Because
she was attacking him. She was talking over him. She wouldn't let him talk.
All this to sell an agenda. Look,
it's like
I don't know this young lady. She can have her opinion. Mo got hers, but you ain't got to go down like that. And then you want to make it out to be a racial thing, in my opinion.
Then they brought up the race car. Come on, y'all. Please.
So, and I think it's messed up. People want people to have equal rights. And when a person that's not black stick up for it, then you want to come down on him. Then next week ain't nobody shit. Look, it was too much for me.
It was too much.
And Dennis was searching for anybody because he couldn't explain himself. And then he realized doing the taping that everybody in this chat was saying, "Damn, you an asshole."
Yeah, they were going in on Dennis in his own chat.
He tried to mellow it out, and then he tried to bring up other people. He thought when he brought Neek at night up that she was going to be a participant in the ambush.
She did not. She did not. Listen, some of the things that Neek at night was saying. So she was saying exactly what was going on. She wasn't putting her opinion in there. She was just saying that the prosecution couldn't answer a lot of questions. But here's the thing that Neek at night said. I'm going to play this clip in a minute. This is what she said that they said in their closing arguments. And this made so much sense. Supposedly, they drove up, parked on the passenger side near the curb. Meg's in the back seat. I think Tori's in the back seat. Kelsey's in the front. Meg gets out the car. Kelsey goes after her. This is what she said the defense brought up. They're behind the passenger seat, okay? But according to Meg The Stallion, he steps outside the car and points over the door as if they were in front of him. But she's saying, the defense is saying, you got your directions mixed up. That makes no sense. Behind. Now, you guys know I'm team nobody. This case was confusing and was even worse when it went to court because I thought I would find more closure, but I didn't. But listen to how Neek explains how the defense basically called Megan a liar.
Tory's hand. How you beat that?
Wrong one. Hold on.
He was there. I want to bring on real quick. Neek, I just brought you on, and I think I'm going to get Ack over here real quick.
I'm in my car
Neek.
driving home.
Now, you were in the court today.
Yes, I was.
You were in court today.
Correct.
You heard the closing today, correct? Okay. Talk about the closing.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get off on the next exit so I can stop. But I've been telling you to pull me up So what I want to say is, unfortunately, our justice system is not based solely on guilty or not guilty. Our justice system is based on what you can prove. So it's not really like what you know, it's really what you can prove. And what I think is the defense made a really, really, really good argument as to show how there was so much that they cannot prove. The defense laid out so many different times Megan lied. He talked about how Megan, been lying throughout the whole trial. She lied about the direction of that she was going when she got out the car. At first, she said that she was going towards the back of the car, and then she totally changed her direction and said that she was going towards the front of the car. They were saying if Megan got out of the car, and she posted on Instagram that when she got out, she started walking towards the back of the car. They said that if Megan got out of the car and Tory Lanez was firing shots outside of the car, then he wouldn't need to fire over a window, because she would be going towards the back, and he would just shoot at her that way.
Now, Nick is the most responsible person that went on that damn panel. She said it's not about who's innocent or guilty. It's about what you can prove. That's a very powerful statement, because you have to be able to prove what happened. You can't just say, I don't like Tory, he needs to go to jail. You need evidence. And what she's trying to tell you guys is, we don't know which way the jury's going to swing. But you got these diehard people on both sides. Tory must die. Tory must, calm down. This is court. And they have to follow a set of rules, and it has nothing to do with your personal opinion. But you got these stupid people like Dennis that really believe that Tory's guilty, and that's your prerogative. You could believe whatever, but you have to be able to prove it, is all we're saying. Do I think that he paid people off? Yeah, because everybody changed their story, but you can't prove it. So everybody needs to simmer down and remember, it's about what you can prove, not how you feel, not what you think, but what you can prove. Because a lot of people are going to be brokenhearted if Tory gets off, and the only reason that he would be able to get off is because the prosecution, who's been mucking it up the entire time, they were the worst prosecutors I've ever seen. Didn't prove a damn thing, always got contradicted. They just weren't able to convince a jury. So this has nothing to do about your personal feelings.
Right.
This is about what they can prove. And all Neek at Night was saying is they could prove time after time again that Megan was lying. That's all she said. She didn't put her personal feelings in this, Dennis. She gave you an opinion and stated what actually happened in the court. That's what the defense said. Meg kept changing her story. I guess in the beginning she said that she was at the back of the car. Then in trial she said she was at the front of the car. Which is it? If Meg loses this case and Tory gets off, it's because Meg kept lying.
Right. I guess
that confuses the situation. They just weren't good prosecutors. If you knew that this woman was lying or then it should have never been brought to trial.
Right.
That's all. Does that mean I hate Meg The Stallion because I called her a liar? No. But Meg, you've been telling some big lying stories. You didn't even mention the fight. Like it never happened. We had an eyewitness said they almost beat her to her death. Why wouldn't you bring that up? Why do you think she didn't bring it up, Perry?
I mean, you know what? I'm not exactly sure why she didn't bring it up, but because I don't want that to be a factor. I don't want people to look at what was going on before that. I just want people to focus on I got shot, which I truly believe with the evidence they approve that she
definitely got shot. We cannot disagree with that. That's not. We need to start boiling.
So nobody's fighting about that anymore, right? But the question is, we can't prove. Well, in my mind, in my opinion, nobody can actually prove it. Even though you got an eyewitness that said, I seen some flashes come from the lady. And then I seen this guy waving a gun. He telling two different stories. I don't know which one to believe, but I'll go back to Dennis real fast, right? It's okay for Dennis to have an opinion. Because I got one, right? He can have his opinion. But I think how it came across, in my opinion, last night, that he was player hating no more.
I think that argument had nothing to do with the case. I personally think it was your feelings, Dennis and Ike, towards Mo. And you just didn't like him. Just say what it is.
Right.
Just say what it is.
It's
Don't
easier
act
that way.
like,
Yeah.
like I'm done with Mo when he told us that we had to, he's going to let us use this material. Here, I'm so nice. Let me let you use it. And then, but you must accredit me. And I must make sure that the story is correct.
That was Dennis.
I don't have a boss. That's
Yeah,
why I do YouTube. And you're not about to be mine. As a
said
matter of fact,
Mo.
I'm going to help you out. I'm never going to use your shit again.
Yeah.
It came across arrogant. And like you were trying to control the narrative.
Mhm.
This is why no one stop using your clips, Dennis. Like, please, you look like you've been in this business over a decade. Don't come in here insulting bloggers and acting like you're the best. That's how I'm taking it. This is why I don't like you. I feel that you're arrogant and you think that you're the only one that knows anything and everybody else is stupid.
Right.
Mo, glad you're backed away from the subscription. Like, please, we could go to real journalists on Twitter that tweets scene by scene, everything that's going on. We really don't need you two clowns. But, you know, you guys are trying to get fame off of this case. I get it. I kind of get it. Like,
No, I mean,
you're going about it ass backwards.
I get it. They want to come out there and say, hey, I'm reporting on this case, which is fine. But it's just when, you know, when you act like somebody else's opinion doesn't matter. And when you're not having your way, you want to take your ball and go home and then play a hate on somebody. You ain't got to tear down somebody else's character to disagree with them. That's it.
And you know what? The prosecution, you mucked up this case. Maybe if Meg would have took it to court and got some real attorneys on it, maybe you would have won, Meg. But right now, they're just discrediting you lie after lie after lie after lie.
Mhm.
And I'm Team Megan, by the way. I know the outside stuff. Tory be putting his hands on everybody. He is. He's
Right.
got little man syndrome, chip on his shoulder. If you don't do what he say, he'll beat your ass.
Right, no,
Simple as that.
I get it.
But all I'm saying is, Meg, your prosecutors did not present your evidence in a matter to help you. So if Tory Lane gets off, it's because the prosecutor mucked it up. They gave us too much. Like, here's this story. Now, which one are you going to choose? What? It was just a mess. This case is getting on my nerve. But I do feel this. If Tory gets off, he'll be back. Because he's got a violent temper. And he puts his hands on people.
No,
But
I
maybe
get it.
this time he's going to get off. But he'll be
Right.
back.
Well, probably. I mean, but that, like, I'm team no one.
I'm Team no one.
It's about this case, and people will always go back and say this too, right? It's about the victim who got shot. Yeah, I get it. But now it's up to the victim to prove who did it. And it's a lot of people get away with shit all the time because the other person could not prove it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's saying Tory didn't do it. So
I think we
relax
all
a little
know.
bit. And then, but you can't take his other stuff that he done and want to apply that to this, to
It's just not how the law works. You
Because-
have to be able to prove what you're talking about.
Megan
And
got a background too. But you wouldn't want that in.
yeah.
Just saying.
This case is getting on my nerve. I can't wait for it to be over. Hurry up, jury, so I never have to talk about these two until the next time Tory does something again, because he seems like a leopard that doesn't change his spots. But with that being said, this case is just too. It's just too.
No, I get it.
I don't have a solid story from anyone, including the eyewitness. That was like, I wanted someone to come up and say, "This is what happened. This is what I seen. You know, I seen a light. Is it a gun light? Is it a gun spark? Well, what did you see? Was it what did you see?
Right.
So
right,
I don't
right.
know. This case is getting on my nerve. I don't know how people are saying that this is going to ruin Meg, and she might feel like it because now you're going to sue bloggers that favored Tory. Really, Meg?
Now that
Now
part,
you
I
wanna
don't
bring
know
the
how
law
it's going
into
to come
this?
out. I don't know how it's going to come out. But just like in anything in gang relations or in the rap world and in that little genre, people have the tendency to not like snitches. Now, they might not come out and say it in some kind of way because a lot of shit go down that people don't talk about. But and maybe she could have tried to avoid talking about it. Somebody else called the cops. But I'm just saying it could affect her in that way where people, her peers, decide not to work with her.
I don't know. I just know that this case is not going away. Now there's rumors going around. Let me see if I can find this from the Shade Room. That someone released nude pictures. This is so ridiculous. I can't make this up. If you paid me to make it up, where is it? Released nude pictures of the bodyguard.
What?
Yeah, let me find it. Hold on, let me put it up here. This is so ridiculous. I can't with this. This case is giving me a damn headache. I do think the bodyguard is cute, but I don't want to see his rear ass. I really don't. And why would somebody release these pictures? Let me see if I can find this article. So they're deliberating right now. Good. Hurry up. Justin's nudes. What's his name? Justin Edison. I guess somebody leaked his nude pictures because they're mad he didn't testify. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. What? Huh? What is going on? When are we gonna get rid of this case? Justin is very handsome, Perry. I know you're not looking at him that way, and he's a nice looking guy, but I don't want to see his ass. I'm too old for that. No. No, this was leaked because somebody's mad that he didn't testify. And the word is Tory paid him off. I'm going to have to go. That's the word on the street, that Tory paid him off. Personally, do I feel that Tory paid him off? Yeah. He paid off a lot of people. That's just my personal opinion. Because everybody changes to this story. Nobody could be found. Make it make sense. This case is giving me a headache. I hope Meg and Kelsey never talk again in their life, or Tory. Everybody need to split up. Stop talking, because I'm sick of all y'all. It's a mess. It is a mess. The nude pictures is too much for me. It's all kind of stuff. They were dragging EJ, the hairstylist. I can't play the music, but they said he was looking for a come up because he put a picture of the media interviewing him and he put it to CSI Music.
Well, I mean, everybody take their shot when they can.
It's a mess. I don't care who. I said this at the beginning. I'm saying it now. I don't care about this case. This case is giving me a headache. It's too confusing. Too confusing. And we can argue all day long what we feel is going to happen, but at the end of the day, nobody knows. The jury can go in there and just twist things around. It could be so. We don't know. And it's definitely not worth arguing over or trying to humiliate somebody over. You feel this way, I feel that way. It is what it is.
Somebody said verdict is in. Is that true?
Hold on, let me see. Someone's ringing the doorbell, Perry. Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
No, you go look at that, and
I got you.
See if the verdict is in. Let me see, you guys. Let me see if the verdict's in. I hope it's in, because this case is giving me a headache. Let's see. No, not yet. They're deliberating. Maybe that's what you mean. I don't think the verdict is in. Tory Lanez trial, bloggers and gossip. Megan The Stallion. Oh, this is everywhere. Megan The Stallion's pissed. Now NBC News and hold on. Now NBC News and CNN is reporting that Meg wants to sue the bloggers that favorite Tory Lanez. You cannot go around suing bloggers for saying what they think, Meg. Meg, just leave this alone. This is not in your favor to go ahead and sue bloggers. No, I wouldn't. Somebody asked me would I. No, I wouldn't sue bloggers, because you know what? That's their opinion. That's their opinion. I can't sue anybody for their opinion. Please be done, because I'm over this. I'm over it. I don't care about the nude photos. I don't want to hear about her suing anybody. I don't care. Thank you, Emmanuel. I didn't see anything either. I don't care. This is giving me a headache. I don't know. Perry, any last thoughts before we move on? Because this is crazy.
Oh no, I
Damn
mean,
headache.
look, we'll find out what happened when it happened. More than likely later today, first thing tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So that's it. And I hear a lot of people are mad at the Jenner girl. I can't. It's whatever. I hope this goes away, but it might not go away because if it falls, any way it falls, the opposite side is going to throw shade. So we might be talking about this for a minute, but when the verdict's in, I'm done with it, unless it's just too crazy.
Oh, no, it's gonna get better. I mean, because people want to equate that to, it's a gossip channel. Everybody want to know, did she get stuck that night in the pool? People want to know what happened with Tori and Callie. I mean, what kind of relationship do they have and stuff like that? But we'll find out.
We'll find out. I hope the verdict doesn't take. This better be over before Christmas Eve because I got stuff to do.
That'll
Okay,
be that's my Christmas gift. If we can end this shit before Christmas.
Let's move on. Should we do Will Smith or let's do my fave, Steve Harvey. Okay. Steve Harvey, we all know who he is, syndicated radio talk show host, Family Feud. He's done so many things, it's not even funny. But we all know he cheated on his wife, Mary, with his current wife, Marjorie. Okay.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm not making it up.
No, I know. I mean, you just made it sound bad when you
It's true.
Well, I know when you mentioned the word cheated.
He did.
Okay. All right.
He cheated on his wife, Mary. Ended up getting full custody of the kid. Mary was bitter. Mary's very bitter about it and angry. And she wouldn't let it go. She wouldn't let it go. I mean, nobody likes getting dogged and played on. It hurts.
Right.
But she was hell-bent on ruining his reputation. It was. She went on every blog that it was. She just talked about it. Okay, that's okay at first. Then after a while, he married her. It is what it is. It's time to move on. Because karma has a way of taking care of things. You should never be the person in charge of making sure this person gets paid back what he threw out there. But she made that mistake and got her child taken away because of it. She just couldn't let go. I understand the hurt and pain, but let's talk about the karma now. Mary, if you're listening, pull up a seat. All right. Now they have a blended family. Marjorie, who doesn't have the best reputation. That's no shade on Marjorie. Girl, we all know you dated the drug dealer. We all know what he said about you. Okay. It is what it is. Mm-mm. You got a reputation for being a gold digger. And you have your stepdaughter in particularly. What's her name? She's so pretty. What is her name? Lori Harvey. Oh God, who dated P. Diddy and the son Christian.
Oh hell no!
Okay. She dated Michael B. Jordan. The word is her mother raised her well. She's not gonna date nobody broke, and they're not ashamed of it. And listen. What you say, Perry? Gold digging is a job.
It is. I mean, seriously, it's like, and it comes with different levels. You know what I'm saying? You can get your associates, your bachelor's, or your master's.
Yeah. Some gold diggers are better than others. And Marjorie's at the top of her game.
It's very lucrative. Yeah.
It's very lucrative. We see all the nice rings he buys her, all the homes that she has. She goes on extensive, lavish vacations, and she brags about it, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. That you did a good job. Congratulations. And you're raising a little gold digger in training, and that's okay. But the problem that they're having at home, that Radar Online is saying, is that he's not giving the same attention to Marjorie's children. To his children that he had with other women that he's giving to Marjorie's, in particular, Lori Harvey. And it's creating jealousy at home. They're all going at each other. They divided themselves up with us and then Marjorie's kids.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. I would feel that way too. If you over here pampering her children, adopted. He has illegally adopted The side piece, children.
Yeah. It's a symptom for that. It's called new coochie control. The new coochie made him leave home. The new coochie made him disown his other kids and put these kids on a pedestal. Just saying.
They're mad. They're mad. I would be mad too. Like, Dad, what are you doing? I'm still your blood. If I my arm today, that DNA, I would have Steve Harvey's DNA in my blood. But you're acting like we don't exist.
Mhm.
Side piece chicks, children only, and they are spoiling the hell out of Lori Harvey, according to the rumors. I heard that they had to pick her up off the floor when Michael B. Jordan broke up with her and went back to his girlfriend. Who else has she dated? This girl has been all over Hollywood. Didn't she date Future? Anyway, they gave her this month, according to the rumors, she's got a cover. She's on the cover of Essence magazine. Okay, let me put this. She's beautiful girl, beautiful girl. And she keeps her body in shape. She watches what she eats. I think she says she allows herself only 1,200 calories a day. Yeah, she said that. I didn't make that up.
Yeah.
1,200 calories a day. She's got an Essence cover, which is beautiful. Look at it. She's really pretty. But why do you deserve an Essence cover? What do you do? Okay, gold digging can get you Essence covers these days?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I mean, can we get rid of the gold digging word though? We got to come up with a better word because it's now that was
Her
a thing
job.
that would happen in the backyard in the hood, but now it's like
Yeah, we might as well give it a name.
corporate. It's corporate. We got to give it a corporate name.
You got to give it a name. What
Yeah.
should we call women that
professional
are
name.
successful in gold digging? Audience, please
Uh,
join in. What should we call them? Because that's being disrespectful. It is a hard job.
Well, I mean, we can call them like doctors or sort of thing. We can call them sexual doctors.
I don't like that.
You know, I mean, because really, I don't give a fuck how beautiful you are. The sex what got you into the millions.
Wait, I like this one. We're gonna call her influencer.
Oh, okay.
Mo, I
influencer,
think
yeah.
spoiled is a little too harsh. That's a little too harsh. Look. Oh, look. Successful. Let's call her successful. Let's call her successful. She is a successful influencer. I like that word.
Mhm.
And she's at the top of her game. Her mom makes sure. Don't you talk to no broke man. Don't you look at no broke man. You get what you can. Look how I did. Look how I got all this.
Can we say she's an athlete?
No. We'll confuse her with real athletes. I like.
No, I mean,
influencers.
but athletes make money off their self-performance, their body.
Well, what should we call her?
An athlete. It's probably no different than
Athletic
her.
influencer.
Okay, right. That's what I'm saying. Maybe. I mean, but you don't say the football player is an athletic influencer. You say he's an athlete, football player.
Well, we have to
whatever.
separate the two. You might think she's a real athlete.
Well, no, but it's the same thing though. You all do it as a kid or whatever as you grow up, and then you start to turn it into a profession. Which she's doing it as a profession. Most gold diggers, that's what they do. They use their bodies.
No, Perry, I like this one. Financial vampire. Perfect. She is a successful financial vampire. She's good at it. So she has an apartment, her own place, and I think they said she pays $9,000 a month. Her mom, Steve Harvey, not even her mom. So listen, you're paying this astronomical amount of rent for your stepdaughter. She's your stepdaughter. Well, no, you adopted her. Who, tried to go after Puffy. You should take some lessons from Carisha. She seems to be much better at it. You got played by Puffy and by Kristen. But let's just say I'm the one at home that he's not giving the attention to. Steve, you are out of line. You are out of line. You have fell in love, and to hell with anything else, including your children. I cannot with you. Okay, so I was done with Steve Harvey for playing Bernie Mac the way that he did to go after the movie Ocean's 11. Now I'm done with Steve Harvey the way you treat your children. No, then I was done the way you treated Mary. They didn't leave her with one dime. Okay, they were married about a decade, and just because you found someone with a nicer ass and very light eyes and attractive. Now you want to bankrupt Mary?
Yeah.
But now the way you're treating the other children, I can't with Steve Harvey. I just can't. I mean, please. They didn't do anything to you. They didn't ruin your marriage. But you're supporting, what was it? Athletic influencers? What we say we're gonna call her? I can't with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, I am done with you. Financial seekers. Yeah, that's right. You're supporting the financial seeker of the family, and that's all your world is about.
Yeah.
How many kids they said he had? 7. You have over 5 children. I believe it's 6 or 7. Child, look at this.
Look, I mean, I guess the man is basically saying this, like,
But you have other children.
in a new relationship, those old kids and all that stuff.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That is so wrong. What's going to happen, Steve, is they're going to build up a resentment towards you, the children that you're ignoring. And Lori Harvey will be off on a yacht somewhere with her new man because she's going to get a man. She's going to get a man. She's really pretty. Oh, I can't remember the name of the new guy she's dating. I wish I would have pulled it up. But I just don't think it's cool. It's just not cool to neglect your other children and put everything into Lori Harvey. And I'm not making it that. That's according to Radar Online. And somebody spoke to them. We know how Radar Online is.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a story, they will take it. And they're upset with you, Steve, and your children as a whole should come first. And if they're feeling jealousy or feel like you're spending too much time with them, there should be a family meeting and you got to shape it up. This is a really good cover. Look how it is. It shows a reflection.
Uh-huh.
A cover. She's on the cover, not inside, not a couple pages inside, for being a financial seeker.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do that. I need to be a financial seeker. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on. Yeah, that's the new guy. I don't know much about him. Do we think he's gonna? Let me pull up his name. I'm gonna be messy for a minute. I want to know how much money he got. Hold on. I mean, I want to know. I'm just saying what we're all thinking. Okay. Oh, he's British. He's cute. Child, hold on. Let me see net worth. Let's see. Let's check it out. What is his net worth? 10 million. She'll take it. A little low, but she'll take it. Let me put his picture up here so you guys can know who the new guy is. I wouldn't be surprised if Marjorie didn't set them up her damn self. Here he is. They said he has a net worth of 10 million. That's usually doesn't include hard cash. Someone says he's in Snowfall, the movie, the TV show Snowfall. My son loves that movie. Yeah. She's got her a starter billionaire. 10 million is not that much, but she'll take it. By the time she's done, he got her up the numbers or out she goes. Okay. Out she goes. So that's what's going on. We are messy. He's British. Yeah, that's good. Let's move on to my next story. Let me pull the article first. Got this from the Jasmine brand about Will Smith. Will slap you during the Oscars, Smith. Okay. Now, we all know that he released a movie December 5th called Emancipation. It was getting a lot of buzz. People said that it was Oscar worthy. He didn't do too good on the circuit when he was promoting the movie. Everybody wanted to talk about slap. Pow, 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 pow. That's all they wanted to talk about was the slap. Listen, the movie turned out to be a big flop. A big flop. I'm shocked. I was reading in the comment sections, people were saying we have too many slave movies. Don't nobody want to be talking about that during Christmas. According to the Jasmine brand, he was very upset that the movie flopped, but understands he's got to work hard. Do you think Will just says that? I understand. Or is he pissed?
Oh, he probably pissed, but I'm saying, but understand, it's not the first time he's been pissed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Anyway, they said that he's wants a hit movie really bad, so he's working the circuit. He's reaching out to all of his former friends because remember he had A-listers as his friends, and one of the people that he reached out to was Tom Cruise. He is an A-lister. This might be the number 2 box office gold. Well, used to be in his past. This would have been a winner for sure. Tom Cruise teaming up with Will Smith, even if the movie sucked, just because of who they are, make it an action movie, no slavery stuff, make it an action movie, and boom, you got a winner. So he's reaching out to Tom Cruise, and guess what? Tom Cruise, according to this article, is leaving Will Smith on red. They say he wants nothing to do with Will Smith and doesn't believe he deserves to be back in the Academy or back on top. Now, don't forget, Tom Cruise is one of maybe the biggest. Do we know anybody bigger than Tom Cruise? Probably the biggest stars in the world, and has a lot of pull with the Academy. According to the rumors, he's teaming up with the Academy, saying that they don't want Will Smith to work in Hollywood again.
Yeah, well, this was
supposed to be your boy.
People will kick you to the curb when you're no longer successful in their mind. But then it could be, didn't he lose his wife to a black man? No, I'm just saying off the topic. I'm just saying.
You're talking about the whole Jamie Foxx thing? Yes, yeah. Katie Holmes did date Jamie Foxx, and in which Tom Cruise was devastated. He was devastated.
And Jamie Foxx and Will Smith worked together back in the day. So it might just be a reminder of that.
You think it could be a personal reason why he doesn't like Will Smith?
Yeah, but I think in general, people will kick you to the curb when they feel like you're no longer useful, right?
Yeah.
And it could be other things because, even with his religion and all, just different things that I think why he could be,
but listen, Tom Cruise isn't your average star. He has a lot of pull. He has a lot of pull in the Academy. He's worldwide. Is this going to be? Can Will Smith work against this, or is his name mud in Hollywood?
I don't think Will Smith need him.
You don't?
No.
It's what's the old saying? When you're up, everybody wants to be your friend.
Yeah, when you're down, everybody want to throw dirt on you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is. These two are supposed to be real tight. The rumor is for a while, Jada and Will start going to Scientology, trying to get into that. Off of Tom Cruise recommendations. Listen, Scientology is dangerous. Scientology is a cult. But what's Mimi Faust from Love and Hip Hop has said bad things about it. These people are weirder than weird, but I cannot ignore the fact that the head of Scientologists, his name is David Miscavige, wife has been missing. How long has it been now?
Oh no.
For years.
That ain't a good thing though.
Coming around, Leah Remini asked, was it her name? Sharrell? I can't remember. It starts with an S. Where is she at? And they turn their back on Leah Remini. These people are weird. Do you think Tom Cruise is weird too? And is into all of that? Because they cater to him. Because without Tom Cruise's money, Scientology would be a rat hole. They would be poor.
No, you know what though? I can't say that he won't go that deep into it like that. I don't know. But I think, just my personal opinion, yes, something's wrong with him.
With Scientology, with Tom Cruise?
No, something wrong with his thinking. That's all I'm just saying.
Her name was Shelly Miscavige. Let me see if she's still missing. She's still missing. At least, let me see this. 13 years? Jeez. Why aren't they on America's Most Wanted?
I don't know. Certain topics you don't talk about. Christmas is around the corner. We got to make this shit fast before we end up missing.
I just find it very weird that it's not on every blog, on every magazine, that that no one has seen her in 13 years. That's crazy. Here it is. That's her name. Went too fast. Shelly Miscavige. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But anyway, I'm thinking Tom's a little off his rocker. You can't be around people like that and nothing's wrong with you. I'm just saying.
I mean,
You're still a great actor, but you're crazy.
I can't remember. He used to do weird shit though.
Tom
As
Cruise.
far as my memory.
You mean jumping on the couch?
Oh yeah, because I'm thinking in my mind, it wasn't in the couch, man. I mean, this is what I picture in my mind. It could not have had happened, but him rocking and shit. Maybe it was just jumping on the couch, freaking the fuck out. I don't know. It was something he did that I'm like, damn, yeah, man, you need some Prozac.
Look at this, Perry. This I'm looking for the article in which we're going to talk about Tia Mowry next. And I glazed past this article. This is so ridiculous. Bookies in the hood are taking bets on the Tory Lanez trial.
Hey, matter of fact,
such a joke.
I bet you I can go to the casino in a few minutes and they probably taking a bet on it. I should keep down there.
I'm so sick of this trial. It's not even funny. Hold on. It's not even funny. Let me look for the article that we were talking about. So next we're going to talk about Tia Mowry. She's one of the twins from Sister. That was so long ago. I don't know what happened. Okay, so we all know that she's divorcing her husband, and it came out because he's bisexual, and they had been married. Oh God, I can't remember. 14 years, something like this.
It was a long time or something, yeah.
A long time. And they said that they're still family, and they wanted everything to be amicable. But when you start talking about money and prenups, things get shady real quickly. Okay, he's trying to fight the prenup. He's trying to fight the prenup. You signed the prenup.
Yeah,
he's trying to fight and he wants to go after her money, half, and he wants spousal support. You leave me because you realize you don't want to be with a woman anymore. So you leave me. I have no control over that. Now I gotta pay you for leaving me. Girl, fight him to the bitter end. Fight him to the bitter end.
What's wrong with him?
Grow the fuck up.
I do not know.
Did you just say grow the fuck up?
Grow the fuck up.
Because you know what, Sharrell, like, I mean, I don't get it. Like, you signed this shit.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I mean, you know, you never know how your life will go, you know, when you get into a marriage and later down. But she probably got you where you at. You decided this would happen. And according to the records, it sounded like you decided to leave a relationship.
Yeah.
Leave that motherfucker the same way you came in with nothing.
No, this is funny. She met him at the bus stop. You remember that? She met him at the bus stop. Now you got a list of demands of things you want.
Mm-hmm.
You the one that said, I'm tired of being with a woman. Let me go do what my heart desires. I want to go be with a man. You disrupted the family.
Mm-hmm. He just need to go and find him a man with money now.
You need to become a financial seeker. But leave Tia alone, okay? Leave Tia alone. Sharrell, bisexual. Is it alleged? No, it's not alleged. Tia came out and said it. Do you guys remember that day we were doing that video and I kept reading the article but skipping over the bisexual part? And everyone was like, you know, someone said Tia filed for divorce. She did. Are you going to stay with a man that doesn't want to be with you? Are you going to stay with a man that you got a Tinder date and you'll be right back? I mean, maybe it's okay for some people.
Yeah, maybe.
But not me. I don't. No. And now you're coming after my money. And people always say in the beginning, I don't know if you guys notice this, we're fine, we're amicable, we're still family, till you go through the divorce.
Oh, yeah. Then whites with nice pop out. It'd be a shoot and stab situation. You know what I'm saying? Shit just go haywire at that point.
Yeah.
You know.
Really crazy. Hey, Emmanuel.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, people?
Bree.
How y'all doing? Happy holidays.
Good.
Hey guys, how are you?
I threw a lot of stories at you guys.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to talk about first?
I
Start with
only
you,
want to
Emmanuel.
talk about two. First
Okay,
off, Will Smith. I have so much empathy for him. He's trying so hard. I know, and I know this is. I don't even think he's pissed. I think he's hurt. He is really hurt. He is trying so hard not to show, that angry black man demeanor, not to go off on Instagram cursing everybody out. He is hurt, and honestly, I feel like we should start to support him. But that's just me. The slap was the past, but now y'all messing with his pockets now. And it's not even his pockets because he doesn't even care about his pockets. He just wants to make a really good movie because he likes to act, like that's his passion. And a lot of actors just go do it for the paycheck, but he really likes to do it. So I feel for him. And Tom Hanks
Tom
is
Cruise.
great.
Tom
Oh,
Cruise.
is it Tom Cruise?
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, either way, Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, Tom whoever, if they're fake, obviously.
They're
But
fake.
I mean, I think he's doing it because he's so interconnected with the what is the Global Globes, the
So
Golden
here
Globes.
you're saying he wants his circle back of friends, and that's never going to happen. Do you think he's going to be successful without the stamp of approval from the Academy, from Tom Cruise, people like that? Can Will Smith make a comeback?
I think he can make a comeback if we allow him to. Honestly, I think his friend saying that doesn't really affect Will Smith that much because Will Smith is already on the bottom. I'm not even gonna lie. He's already so low. His Tom saying that doesn't really make a huge difference. I feel like and I don't even know if it's us as the audience, but I think it is. I think it's us who needs to just start to back him up.
What do you think, Emmanuel, of the subject of Will Smith?
I had no idea that the movie tanked because, so I went on the movie theater website because I was going to buy tickets for the new Whitney Houston movie, right? And then when I was scrolling, I see that the movie already came out and I had no idea. I don't know if they didn't advertise it well enough or like what, but I was like, the movie is out already?
They advertised it. You don't remember him doing his first round of interviews?
I remember them talking about the movie, but like I didn't even remember that it was going to be out. But he should have thought about all of this when he decided to get up and slap that man on
so you're
national
saying
television.
Will Smith is dealing with the consequences now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he is.
Essence, what are your thoughts on Will Smith?
Hey, okay, so personally, I cannot do anything slave related. However, I do appreciate that the emancipation is post slavery, but I still couldn't watch anything with physical, harm to people. So I personally wasn't watching it. I would have preferred him to go like you said, like the action route, and then come back after with the emancipation. Because it just seems very not to go down a rabbit hole, but it seems like all actors, black actors starting from the beginning, always have to do some kind of slavery-esque role.
So you're saying Emancipation did not become a hit, not because of Will Smith. It's the topic?
Yes.
That could be true too. I honestly wouldn't want to watch another slave movie.
And I didn't see any commercials either. To Emmanuel's point, I didn't see any. I didn't see any. Not that I would want to, because I'm not into that. But I didn't see any clips of the I didn't see any press, anything. Just a picture of him on Facebook. That's it.
But do people still go to the movies?
Yes.
After COVID.
No.
I mean, movies to me. Remember back in the day, you always get the little commercials come on talking about new movies. It's not the same no more. And I haven't talked to no friend, but I'm older, that's mentioned the movie.
I mean, those Marvel movies are they sell out really quick.
I know I'm not going to the movies. Not for a long time, but my sons go. Melanie, what is your opinion on Will Smith?
I think Will right now, his career is hurting, one, because of Jada. Most foremost is because of Jada. I feel he's trying to advertise to his Black audience with that particular movie, but it backfired. He should have done what he's known for over the past few years, which is action movies. But again, I do believe Jada is a hindrance, and I don't think that his career is going to move forward as long as the two of them are married.
Oh,
And I don't mean any
damn.
harm. I don't mean any harm, but I just feel like that's his downfall.
Are they working on a marriage? I thought they're working.
Yeah, they're working on the marriage.
Oh no.
Lucky us, lucky us. Nina, what are your thoughts on Will Smith? Do you believe what Melon's saying?
I really do. I believe it's wholeheartedly what she's saying. His career is going to continue to go down as long as he's with Jada, because no matter what we don't want to believe, but I'm just going to say this: the people that I talk to as Black women, Jada gave him that sign to do what he did, and we felt like she just took away his freaking manhood when he slapped what's his name on that stage. After that, we was Chris Rock. When he slapped Chris Rock, we as women, Black women, we was like, nah, because what we don't want to do is make a man. I mean, I don't. I grew up in that a man is a man. Make him feel less than a woman. She need to stay in her place, and as long as he's with her, his career is going. His career is going to fail. I didn't even know anything about the Emancipation. I seen nothing. I seen nothing advertised until I was on the Shade Room and I saw them talking about it. It popped up about him and Jada at the premiere, and I was like, "Oh my God!" So that's where he's been. But still, I looked on Red Table Talk, and he was advertising Red Table Talk with him and his 3 kids.
Right.
And so I said, let me just click on, because I really kind of just like no Red Table Talk, because I don't like Jada anymore. I'm tired of Jada. I'm tired of her damn daughter. I'm tired of her mama.
The kids too?
I'm tired. She ain't no kid. She's an adult. She's an adult, and she imitates her mom, and I hate it. And Jada, I don't like the way she talked about her mom and her addiction and all that stuff. That ain't none of the public's business. But when I looked on Red Table Talk and I saw Will talking to his kids and he was in front of the table, I was like, okay. 5 minutes in, and I turned it off. I went offline because we're sick of Will. I hate to say we counseled him. We didn't counsel him. I mean, I didn't either. I hate to say that we say we counseled him. We didn't. When you slapped Chris Rock, that counseled you.
Yep.
That did it, So I'm just like, his career will not prosper as long as he's with bald-headed Jada.
No, Nina, stop.
She ain't got no alopecia. Only thing she did was cut her damn hair off.
Oh,
Jada ain't had no alopecia.
She's an attention whore.
She is, and I'm just like over her. And her
girl doesn't have alopecia.
She ain't had no alopecia. She ain't got no alopecia. She went bald. That's what she did. She went bald.
She did a big chop. She did a big chop.
She did a big chop, and she would have been great for the new G.I. Jane. I'm with Chris on that.
Yeah, that would have been great. She would have been good. She was in Blade. Why not?
Yes, I don't see why she took that as an insult. I didn't take it as an insult. I thought, well, yeah, Jada would be great for the new G.I. Jane. Go figure.
Because she has some ties to Chris Rock. Let me read this really quick, Smoke. Isn't Emancipation 12 years a slave alike? No, I heard it was.
It's not alike. It's about that. It's about that young boy.
It sounds like a struggle movie to me.
And I agree. I don't want to see no more slavery movies. I'm sick of it. It's like, okay, here we go again with this BS. And I agree with your other caller who said we're over it. We are over it. Why does it always have to be a slavery movie? Why do we? I know that's a part of our history, but do we always got to go back and dig into it? I can't. I'm over it. Yeah.
Honestly, I think for Will to get back on top, will he ever be number one? I don't think he was ever number one. I think he was maybe number 3 at best. But I think he just needs to continue to do the action, maybe action comedy movies, maybe get another bad boy movie in there, hook up with other Black artists. And then
Bel Air is good too. Bel Air is very good. The TV show.
Yeah, maybe do another alien movie. And then it'll take a little time, but if he does what he's known for and does it well, it'll take a little time, but people will get back onto it. The slave movie stuff ain't it.
But if
Let
you
me
see
say
Will
this.
Smith, if you see him, the way he looks now, he look like most of him has left. The Will Smith that we know, the joyous, the joking Will Smith. Like
Yeah.
after all this happened with Chris Rock, he just looked like, I don't know. It could be a change for the better for him, but for me looking on the outside in, it looked like Jada just took some of his. I'm blaming her. She just took some of his manhood away. And forget Tom Hanks. Nobody cares about Tom Hanks.
No, not
Who
Tom
cares?
Hanks. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. I mean, nobody cares about Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
You
see,
stay.
really, they don't, because
You
they
stay.
can't even
You
tell the
stay.
difference.
Yeah, you stay way back there too because you belittled your wife too. That's why she left you. But yeah, he did. That's why Katie Holmes, she took her
A
child and she
cradle
left.
robber. A
Yes,
cradle
and
robber.
that's exactly because she was a baby when she started marrying him. So
Hold
go
on,
ahead.
Nina. Hold on, Nina. I want you to address this. Okay, so Jay
¿Qué?
agrees no more slave movies. I want you to address this. Are you being anti-black women by not supporting Jada, Nina?
No, that's not being anti-black
No.
women. That's saying that's go on. Just like Gabrielle Union, I'm sick of her too. That's not being anti-black. Y'all want to be out here on the spotlight, but you degrade your men. Like, look what she did to Dwayne Wade. Who cares about him and his little itsy bitsy shorts? I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them how they just like do the most.
I don't think it's anti-black. I mean, I
No,
disagree with people saying that because just because you're in my community doesn't mean you're a part of my community.
that's
I
right.
don't have to be a cheerleader for every black
There
entertainer
you
out
go.
there. It's
Yep.
what resonates with me.
And
Jada
you
never resonated with me. I've never liked her demeanor. I never liked how she
too
presented
good.
herself. Gabrielle Union, I did like her, but over the years, I don't
Yeah,
like
me
a lot
neither.
of things that she's doing. I love Michelle Obama. I cheer for Michelle Obama.
Yes.
I cheer for Oprah. I cheer for
Viola.
Viola Davis. So you can't say that it's anti-black just because they're in the spotlight right now. It's
And
just
you
your preference.
and you know what's happening on TikTok? You got all these, what I'm seeing lately, all these black women that's doing TikTok. If you're a black woman, follow me, I'll follow you black. What? I'll follow you back. I'm like, where this come from? If you're a black woman, follow me and I will follow you back. I'm like, I don't understand the rhetoric behind that either. I'm so over social media. I'm
Well,
It's a
just like,
connect.
I think
generational
it's about
curse.
sisterhood. It's about commemorating sisterhood
It's about
amongst black
you
superhood,
people.
but
can
are you
have
gonna actually?
sisterhood.
I'm
You
just
can
saying.
have
I'm
sisterhood.
just saying what it is. I'm not arguing for her. I'm just saying that's what they're trying to do with that movement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it too, but you can have sisterhood without all of that. You know
To
what I'm saying?
to
It's
you.
worth a shot,
Yeah,
though.
to
When have
me,
we
yes,
ever
to
in
me.
history tried to connect directly with each other based on our blackness? And also that goes back into like the natural hair movement kind of gaining its
Yeah.
wheels over the last decade. Black women are starting to feel more a part of society and feeling important. So if they want to get together and follow each other because they black, I follow Sharrell and Perry because they black.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
No,
You're welcome.
I'm not saying
I'm just
that.
saying.
I'm
No,
not
I'm
saying
just being
that.
honest.
No. I'm
Come through,
definitely not
sis.
saying. I'm not saying that that's not good. I'm not saying that because I follow a lot of black women and men too. I'm just saying it seems like that we always have to be the ones to push together each other. We always follow me, my sister. Follow me, my brother. That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't we already be one?
Because that's how you get it together. You have to do the work to get an ending result,
Yes.
And I get it.
I
We've
mean,
been doing this since the
I can
70s.
agree.
We've been
I
trying
think
since
it's
the 70s,
generational.
Let me
I think it's generational.
Smoke.
I mean,
Yeah.
people of the younger generation, they are gun ho with all black unity, and I get it, and 100%, I do understand it. However, millennials and Gen Z versus Gen X and
Yeah.
baby boomers, we view it in a different way. I'm a
Yeah.
Gen X. I don't view
Yeah.
my thing is about context, not just about color, because just because you're my same, I had some of the most nastiest, mean people in my life, my own community,
Yes.
towards me and my complexion and my hair and my phenotype. So I can't just say because you are a black woman, I have to be your champion. It's not that. It's both your
discernment.
And it
context.
is
What
a
do you think about it?
generational thing.
Discernment.
I think it's
Or discernment, correct. That is the correct word. I do understand, but I'm just saying, just because this is the new movement, it's not new, but not everybody is kinfolk. That's all I'm
But
saying.
see, and it's a generational gap too. I'm 55. Some people that are doing that are 23. I understand that, but that don't mean I have to agree with the movement either. I'm just that type of, in that age group, a woman of a particular age. I
I'm with
come
you.
up
I'm
from
50 and I get
yes.
it. Yeah.
I come from a whole different background, where we all stuck together no matter what. So we didn't, and then you got social media that's your likes, that's your clicks, that's your way of getting this, and then it's just a lot. It's
I
just a
don't think.
lot.
I don't think.
Let me Smoke. What do you want to speak on today?
Yeah. Well. I mean, it's so much, but
It's so much. I hate to do it. It was Christmas time. I'm not working tomorrow.
no, it's okay.
No, you gotta work on my birthday, Sharrell.
It's for in regards to Will Smith. I think he should honestly, take his ball and go home. I think
Go home, where Smoke.
I don't know.
Home.
Well, I mean, he needs to probably just work, maybe make movies and release them on YouTube and let people see it that way.
He said on YouTube.
I sure did. YouTube. He can do it on Tubby. He can do it on Pluto.
But
I mean, there are plenty of options.
Will Smith is a huge box office draw, and you want Will Smith to go to YouTube?
No. I mean, here's my thing.
He should become like a Hallmark movie actor.
Right.
He could be a
holiday. He could be a holiday action star comedy series. That's a new trend.
Hallmark.
But no. But to seriously answer your question, I think what he did. And listen, I'm over it. Chris Rock got bitch slapped in front of the entire world. We saw it. We laughed about it. We joked about it. We had our opinions about it. It's done. If Hollywood wants to sit here and have this high, mighty, rich people problems, like, oh my God, what he did was so unfathomable, when there are so many things going on behind the scenes in that place that is dark and nasty and evil, then that's on them. But I think honestly, Will has enough money in his net worth where he can kind of just outsource and create his own work and do his own advertisement where people will still get involved and watch. I do agree that I'm tired of the slave movie or slave-esque or slave-adjacent movies. We are beyond that. How about we do movies about when we were running Egypt or the Moors in Europe, teaching people how to bathe properly, all that stuff. I want to see us in...
Uh-oh, he faded out. Smokey there?
I agree with him 100%.
You back, Smoke? No. Toria, pick up where he left off. What are your thoughts on Will Smith?
Well, one, I agree with Perry. They didn't do any advertising really the movie. And it was on a streaming service. It wasn't at the box office. And the movie, a lot of people didn't get the concept of the movie. But I understand they don't want to see another slave movie. I do understand that. But the concept of the movie, that this man, yes, was a slave, but he was free in his mind. That was what they were trying to portray with this movie. Plus the director and all was...
You're not feeling it, Toria. The younger people
I know, but that was the concept of the movie. But anyway, I don't give a damn about Will and them. They're rich people problems. I don't care if he never makes another movie again. He's going to be living high off the hog, and we're still out here trying to pay for turkey that's $50 and $60 for a little damn ass turkey.
And Toria, you
TikTok.
What else do you want to?
We missed you last night. I missed you last night, Sharrell.
Nosy channel.
Yes.
Nosy be doing marathons.
I know.
The
I just wanted you there when King was there telling the notes, because you always ask the question I want to know. And I don't want to hear all the riff-raff and all that other stuff. I just want the facts, what happened, word for word, word for word.
Right. Well, do you think Meg The Stallion should be going after bloggers? This is ridiculous.
No, that's ridiculous. But I didn't agree with some people in the chat were saying that all these people were following behind Tasha K because she got sued because she was a blogger. No, Tasha K was a whole different story. That was defamation. But these people are reporting what's happening in the courtroom, though a lot of them, their opinions are biased. And we know that from the beginning, once they first start talking, you can tell whether the person is biased or not. I agree with you about Dennis Byron. He is boring when he tells a story.
I hate to do it to you, Dennis, but you got to deal with the reality. You're boring. Go ahead.
He is boring when he tells a story, but he has some fun late night parties, playing all the oldies and everything. He has some fun late night parties.
I think that entire trial is a true
Meg is
testament
going
of
to
a mockery.
be.
You feel like it's
My point is,
it's a mockery of the court.
It's a joke.
My whole thing is, Meg is a black woman who was beaten and shot. I don't give a damn who she slept with. I don't care who she sucked or did or stuck up the butt or whatever they did. I don't care about that.
She was shot.
She was shot.
What about
She
this,
was shot
Toria?
at the end of the day.
And I want him to be found guilty because
Toria,
it was proven the gun was in his hand.
Tori, I get that part. You can want. We could hope for a white Christmas in Vegas.
I know.
Shit ain't gonna happen, right?
Hey, we got some snow here this morning.
Huh? Oh, you got snow? No, but what I'm saying is, the whole thing is, she was shot.
Yeah.
Evidence show that. But if you was in court and on the other side and somebody said, Tori, you shot me, wouldn't you want them to have to prove it?
Can I chime in, man?
I think they proved it. What the prosecution did yesterday in their closing, they laid it out. They might not have did a good job throughout the trial itself, but their closing, they brought it all home and tied all the pieces together, and they had displays and everything, and they took the jury on a journey where when the defense got up there,
Toria, you cannot forget the fact that Meg The Stallion did not help her own case. There are lies there. There's no getting around that.
We know they all lied. We know they all lied.
Hold on, everybody. Go ahead, Toria.
We know they all lied. We know that. We said that in the beginning, Sharrell. Remember, we said that they all lied. We knew they all was lying, but we can't negate the fact that we heard the testimony from the doctors. We seen the feet. They even showed the feet again yesterday. That girl was shot, and it was bullet fragments still in her feet. So who did it?
Right, but
they put the gun in his hand.
They showed you everything but that part. They showed you the swollen feet. They showed you the fragments, but they did not show you who did it. In my opinion,
that don't matter, Perry. Exactly. That don't matter. Everybody know Meg was shot. One of them.
I think that's the only thing that does matter, really. After the shot,
that's why
we're not going to put in some guy.
Hold on, everybody. Let Nina finish. Go ahead, Nina.
But I understand what Perry is saying. I understand the rhetoric behind it. But at the end of the day, she was shot. I don't care how many lies Meg told. You know, she first of all, she should have never come up for a man or anybody. If you shot me, one of y'all shot me, or both of y'all going down. See, she shouldn't have never tried to defend them and tried to be. She should have never said, "Well, I'm not gonna tell you." Know, let's say, black people get on my nerves. Talk about, I ain't gonna snitch. Snitches are bitches. Well, guess what? I'll be one because if you shot me, you going down for that.
But Nina, you're making common sense out the situation. You're saying that's common sense. But
yes.
I want everybody to remember, because I know how it is to go to court, because I'm the queen of court. All that doesn't matter. It's about what you can prove.
Right.
And that's it. The prosecution case is to prove that he had the gun in his hand, his intent, he had the intent, he pulled the trigger, he discharged the gun, he shot her. That's all it should be. All the rest.
When is he gonna go to jail?
Okay, may I
all the rest of it is because of again, I'm not going to snitch on this one, and this is my friend, and everyone is, and it just messed up the whole case and made it buffoonery. It would have been a cut and dry case if me. I don't care who you are. You shot me, you're going to jail.
Yeah,
I'm telling the police everything I possibly can ever tell the police about you, and that's it. But now
That's
she's
it.
hurt herself
Oh,
because she can't. Everybody's in the mix. The proof is in the pudding. There's a police report. There's video. She was shot. Now the proof is who shot her, and that's where the defense is winning because now they're like, well, can you prove he did it? He didn't do it. And all these smoking came. She should have just went to the police and filed
And
a
let
report.
that be it. That's
Yeah.
And
right.
also,
And-
Kelsey threw the trial, in my opinion.
No.
I don't know who
In
threw
my
it.
Okay,
I don't know who stuff.
No,
In
what
my
happened?
Sharrell,
opinion,
The whole
in my
I got one more
opinion,
thing to tell you, and then I'm gonna drop down.
Okay, hold on, guys. Go ahead, Toria. Go ahead.
I've been paying attention real closely to this, and for I'm older than everybody on this panel right now. TikTok is gonna be gone because the government is seriously looking into it because China is stealing all people's information and going through their phones, and that TikTok is not a good thing, and the government is going to shut it down. So if people making them TikTok videos, you better get them in now because it's going to be gone.
And you're right, because I got a
It should be
telephone call
gone.
from New Zealand. Like, who the hell I know in New Zealand? I believe, yes, I did. It popped up as scam, but it said New Zealand, and I'm like, what? You're exactly right, but that old trumpet, he said it when he was in office. He said it. He said y'all better get rid of it. He tried to get rid of it. He told us that. He did. He told us.
Yeah.
But Sharrell, listen, I'm gonna drop too. But you mean it? Okay, so you
Happy
got to call me.
birthday.
Listen, cause tomorrow
Happy
my birthday, I'll be
Nina.
55. Double nickels, ain't no wood ones. 55 and fabulous. Sharrell.
Your birthday's tomorrow?
Tomorrow, December 23rd, 1967, the Queen was born.
Happy birthday, Nina.
Happy birthday, Miss Nina.
We should do something for you tomorrow. You're gonna call in tomorrow, right?
Okay, I will. I love y'all. I'm gonna drop down in the chat.
Okay,
All right, Nina, you take care.
Love you,
All right,
Sharrell.
bye, Perry.
Bye, Toria. All right, Smoke. What did you want us to sound off on today? Because I know you only call in when you got something specific to talk about.
Well, it's all this interesting, but also the Tia Mowry and the Corey Hardy case. I am finding that a bit interesting. Like, if he is not living that life, but if he's not living his true identity and she found it out, why should she be funding, his go-go parties and his gangbang in his new life in West Hollywood? Absolutely not.
Yeah. I feel bad for her. Someone says, we didn't see Will until he wanted to promote this movie. It's not up to us. He has to be truthful with God for what he did to Chris.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Y'all acting like he beat this man to death. He got bitch slapped. Everyone done got bitch slapped once in their life. It just happened to be Chris Rock's turn on national TV at the Oscars. Like, drop it. Damn.
That's pretty bad.
Some people
yes, it is bad.
Wow.
Anji said she was shot. However, they haven't proved beyond a reasonable doubt. Prosecution was weak. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. And I'm trying to tell everybody, warn everybody, don't be shocked if it comes back not guilty for Tory Lanez, because they have to prove it. But people are very emotional about it. And I get that, because somebody did shoot her. You got 3 people there. Somebody did it, but they didn't prove who it was. That's it.
I think the media and everything else just made it so Tory Lanez wouldn't, be convicted, because they're not trying to prove who did it. They're trying to prove that he didn't do it. And did someone just say Will Smith needs to come to God?
Yes, they did.
What? Bye. Okay.
I feel like this whole Megan Thee Stallion thing is being exploited as far as the media and the YouTube universe. I feel like it's being exploited terribly, and at the end of the day, we already know, just like Nick and I said, it's about proving evidence. And in my opinion, when Kelsey got up there doing all of that hopscotching, that put reasonable doubt into the courtroom. And people cannot be upset with the American justice system doing what it's been doing forever. There is reasonable doubt. They cannot prove beyond a reasonable doubt who shot Megan. Therefore, more than likely, he will be found not guilty. And let's rally behind Megan and have all of these bloggers and the media stop exploiting this trial. That's what needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
I have a question, Sharrell. Like, can't they just prove? Isn't intent enough, or what do they actually need? Like hard proof that be like, oh, he did it, and this is the reason why.
Beyond a reasonable doubt. That's hardcore proof.
Wow.
That's what the beyond a reasonable doubt means. So I'm really sick of this case, to be honest. But I just don't want to go on. I don't care about whose nude pictures is out there. Now that's just ridiculous. Who will release somebody nude pictures because you're mad?
Oh
This
my
is getting
gosh,
worse.
Sharrell, you didn't need to see this. Someone said Megan was twerking on Instagram 2 days later. You got shot in the hoof and not dancing in 2 days. Oh my god!
Please don't tell me that.
It's ridiculous. It's this whole internet thing is ridiculous.
It's horrible.
Truly is. It really
So
truly
this
is.
Rock Nation exploits all of their clients. What if
What does
1501
that have
has
to
something
do
to do with
anything?
this? This is
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. Like it's the case is the case, and granted we could say like the lawyers aren't doing the best that they can, but with what we do have, they cannot prove who shot her. Period.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And we need to hold the bloggers and the media accountable for all of the messy narrative stuff that's outside of what matters. So when he does get off, okay, but what about the fact that what about how we treated Megan throughout this whole entire ordeal? I feel like she's been exploited so terribly.
Well, talking about her sex life and all of that and judging her. But I don't know. I just want it over. Y'all, I don't really care who
It's almost
wins.
over. It's almost over.
Low-key, if it was a white artist, they would have won. But
I don't care who wins. The case has turned into a circus act for me. And it gives me a headache on a daily basis. I want it over.
Did
And
anybody
Sharrell, can I say one thing about Steve Harvey before I go?
Yeah.
That man is a true definition of a man who hates himself.
Ooh.
Damn.
Why you say that?
Period.
Why you say that?
Simply because I don't know. I believe he's been married maybe 3 times.
Yes.
He is a known cheater.
Yeah.
He puts this woman who's known to the world, like Kim K, and the other bald-headed girl that Kanye put on a pedestal. He put this woman on a pedestal to the world as if she was a creme de la creme, because he's infatuated with looks.
Whoa, okay, wait, slow down. You're saying that Steve Harvey is putting Marjorie on a pedestal and damn his kids?
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. And he's almost in his twilight years. And the sad thing about it is
almost
unable to I'm gonna call a thing a thing. When he's unable to provide with all these 110,000 jobs that he has, that he feels everyone should supposed to applaud him for, that he only has because he has to obtain the lifestyle she wants. She and her daughter, who he gladly adopted for no reason, big grown
ass woman,
okay, they will be on to the next lick, as they say in the hood. Okay, they don't love him; they love what he can do for them, and he knows this. You cheating on your wife, and you write a book, and Black women make you a bestseller. He's always speaking on relationships. He's always speaking about family unity, and he's the bottom of the bottom. I'm sorry. He's an unattractive man, in my opinion. In my opinion,
No, you are correct, sis.
Looks like Mr. Potato Head. What you mean?
Did you just call Steve Harvey unattractive?
He's unattractive. I'm not going to say anything worse than that, but he's an unattractive man, and his ways make him very unattractive. And the way that he presents himself to the world with this woman who's known to be going with drug dealers that's in life for prison. She has a track record. Her daughter is being groomed by her mother, and you walk around proudly with them. I don't see you walking around with your own biological children. You put your ex-wife through the worst of the worst.
We lost her.
Hey,
she was
Diva.
speaking facts too.
I don't
She was
like
speaking
him.
facts.
She was speaking whole facts. And I agree.
Sorry.
Whole facts, but you know what else? It is what it is because he's got the money to do it. And that's the crazy thing.
Melon, you faded out. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Oh, you were on a rampage. Go ahead.
No, I was saying he's going to be known until he's not known. He's known in the industry, but I can know. I mean, I'm a worker bee. I don't know. You just hear what they put out there. He's known as a cutthroat. He's a grimy individual. And it's not about karma. It's the intent. What was your intention when you did what you did? And that's what he will reap. His intention of everything he's done to his family, to his wife, to his co-workers, to everything about that man is fraudulent. And I won't feel no time. I don't wish him no ill will because I don't want that intent to fall on me. But oh yeah, we need not to put him on a pedestal. We need not to give him any of our time and money anymore. He needs to stay right where he is until he cannot provide for these two women any longer, and his behind is kicked to the curb.
Damn. Okay. Thank you. You're the new diva. We're gonna call you the new diva.
Well, I'm from Brooklyn and Diva's from the Bronx, and I just truly believe it.
Oh, thank you so much. Diva, sound off. What you want to sound off on today?
You know, I'll do a small snippet on a couple of the topics, but I'll start with Steve. The twins was mad at him when he got with Margie Harvey. They was pissed. If you think back and remember, because she kind of tried to ice them out back then. In addition to that, his book, Act Like a Woman, Act Like a Man, Think Like a, whatever that book is, right?
Think Like a Man.
Act Like a Man, Think Like a Woman, whatever that book is. There was a lady that accused him of stealing her entire book and idea. And that woman got shut down and went dark. She said everything in that book, she had already wrote it under a different title. He just renamed it and stole her entire idea.
Oh my God.
You gotta look that up, Sharrell. So he's been doing his dirt for a minute, right? But what he's also doing with the family is a lot of unknown men do that same thing. They have all of these kids previous to a wife, and then they get with the wife and act like all of them other kids that they made before that wife don't even exist. So Steve Harvey is doing something that's been done, in this world for ages. And it's just that he got all of this money and it's glorified and it's messy and he's messing with the mental of his other kids. And the way he did his ex-wife, at the end of the day, it's not any of us wishing it on them. The karma is going to come back to him, Margie, and everything they try to do and own because they did her dirty. You're going to take a child away from their mother unless their mother is a crackhead hole in the street. Why would you take her child away from her? He just didn't want to pay her. He was being messy. And that second wife was the wife that made sure the first wife got her child support. That was a good woman. And then Margie came along and messed up everything. That's why the twins still like the second wife, but they don't like Margie. They never did like her because she was messy and greedy and grimy from the door. Okay. So then let me move on to Megan. Here's the thing. Megan owns a piece of a large piece of this debacle, right? Because from the minute it happened, she was not telling truths. So she can't be mad when they hit that gavel and say that man is not guilty. Now, do I believe he's out there paying everybody off? Well, yeah. Well, she should have got to them first. So it's a game that's played in these streets. And you gotta prove your case. Yeah. And yes, we already know you got shot because the doctors and the reports and all that. We don't need to know that, Megan. We need to know who did it. So you play games yourself too. Well, who did it? You're not sure. You went on the back. You went on the side. Yo, speak up, girl. Tell the whole story. Let the truth be out. And then that way your lawyers could have better helped you. I would have let them know. Listen, we went over there. I was drinking. We was hoeing. We was doing whatever. A fight broke out in the car, but so-and-so did it to me. So you tell the truth and let justice be served, right? Correct. So my last thing when it comes to Will Smith, in Hollywood, there's some heinous, nasty, dirty, grimy stuff going on, and all of those people still get awards. They still get accolades. They still get to work. Okay, you got people sleeping with underage girls. You got people destroying people's lives. You got the whole what do they call it? The couch, audition.
Casting couch.
If you do this, then you get the role. So when we got all of that going on, and I'm not dismissing what he did to Chris Rock, we all already know it was wrong. But when you got all of this nastiness going on, and we want to say Will Smith can't come back, it's ridiculous. It's insanity. But to me, this is a lesson to Will Smith. Now you know who your friends truly are. Okay? Because
that part.
Tom Cruise wants to turn his back, won't answer a phone call for you, won't talk to you, won't look at you. Will Smith got enough money. Call Tyler Perry. Go over to the Tyler Perry studio. Make your own movie, do your own thing, and then do grassroots. Get in these streets, go to the neighborhoods, and tell the people who spend their money anyway. We the one that spend our money. Come to the people and say, come on, support me and watch my movie. Okay. I would have been in every state, every little town, speaking to the people, taking photos, and been like, download the movie, watch the movie, and had that movie blow out the water. The thing about Emancipation, this movie was in the works before the slap. So it's not like he just chose to do that particular movie at that particular time. He just did it because that's the one where they said, come on, we're going to go ahead and continue to roll production. And so he took the one that said, okay, I'll continue to roll production now. So that's what he did. It wasn't really about him trying to put out that type of movie or whatever. It was the one those are people that said, okay, we'll keep rolling. Everybody else is still playing games with him. And so he's being sad. He's being sad. To me, keep your chin up. Keep your head up. Screw them. Put the middle finger to them by making sure you win without them. And then eventually they're going to come knocking on your door and I wouldn't open.
I agree with that. Sound off really quickly on Tia Mowry. He want money now because
he's a greedy, grimy piece of trash. You got the nerve. You've been doing your thing. Listen, I don't care who you see. Sometimes people think we care who the person is. That's not what we care about. We care about the fact that you lied about who you were. And so, okay, I'm dealing with it, and I kept it on the low. I told them we getting a divorce, and I try to act like we all good and everything as well, right? But now you want to come here and come out my pockets. You better go out there and work. You're not going to get none of this money. And guess what? You keep playing games with my pocketbook and my bank account. I'm going to tell the people everything. Is that what you want? I'm going to text them. I'm going to text him and I'm going to call him and I'm going to give him his fair warning.
Steven, let me make sure I understand you. You're going to blackmail Corey.
No, that's not
what we got to do what we got to do to keep my money in my bank account.
Period.
You done tortured me. You done lied to me. You done told me that you only wanted me. And you had me thinking that I had to do something better to make this marriage work when the whole time you just wanted the opposite sex, and that's fine. I ain't mad at you on that. But you took me through all of that, and I got these 2 kids, and now I got to go through this divorce, and now you want to come out my purse? No, you better go over there and do TikTok. You better do some social Instagram videos. You better do what you got to do.
Sharrell, at this point, Tia's just going to drop him back at the bus stop where she met him.
Oh, might as well.
All right, let me let Georgie sound off. I'm sorry you've been sitting there so patiently.
Oh, no, it's fine. Diva just cleared everything.
You want to blackmail Corey and she said it publicly. Lord.
Diva just said everything that I wanted to say about Megan. It's just hard for me to pass judgment on this case, and she lied. It's like they all are lying. So how can we say anything?
Because at the end of the day, she got shot. And at the end of the day, Tori had the gun. Well, somebody had the gun. We don't know who had the gun.
Somebody. That's exactly what I'm saying. You just said at the end of the day, somebody.
Right.
You don't know.
Exactly.
Megan did get shot. No one is taking that from her. But we can't sit up here and say, oh, he did it because he's this, that, and the third, or she did it. No, we don't know. We will never know the truth. We will never know the truth. Only people that know was the people that's there.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say. And Diva just
Diva want to blackmail Corey, and she said it. She gonna be taking pictures.
Not my money. Not my money.
That's not blackmail. That's a choice. Do you want me to tell everyone, or do you want to go about your life? It's a choice. It's a choice.
And you know what, Sharrell? Find that bodyguard. See, Megan's people, they get an F, right? Because I would have said, hold up this case until you go find that bodyguard and make him come here and speak, okay? I would have put it on delay, shut it down to after the new year. We take a recess, whatever we had to do. That bodyguard would have been sitting in that chair, swearing on that Bible to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If I was Megan's people, how you want to just disappear? What is with the people disappearing?
It's a huge possibility that when the prosecution moved forward, they thought the bodyguard was going to show up. He could have been sold out like everybody else, and then at the last minute, all of a sudden they find out he ain't coming. Like, where the hell he at?
No, then he needs to be in contempt of court.
You speak to the judge, Sharrell, and say, hold up, recess, time out. We need to find this hostile witness.
Exactly. Well, they a lot of stuff. When I put Kelsey on the stand and I'm the prosecutor and I realize she's turning on me, the question stopped. I need a recess immediately. He kept going. They kept going.
Right. You know why they kept going? Because the whole thing was dirty, in my opinion. The whole thing was dirty.
I think, you know what, though, I would have told the judge I need new lawyers. Because my lawyer is failing right now. So we need to get me a new lawyer. We're going to stop. Either way, I would have stopped it.
Isn't this a criminal case? Is this a criminal or civil?
This is criminal.
Criminal.
Right. So the prosecutor doesn't work for Megan. They work for the state. So she has no say. And I mean, I just don't understand.
She has no say, Melanie.
She has no say. And it's like she realized doing what they want to do.
But when she realized that they were going to move counsel, say it again.
She could have requested new counsel. She could have.
She could have. It just was messed up.
Is it too late for her to do? Is it too late for her?
I think it's too late now.
Did she even want to prosecute? I thought she dropped the charges.
She did not want to prosecute.
Right. So the state actually brought the charges against him. Like, she has no say in this. All she needed to do was get up here and be truthful.
No,
that's
listen, it. Megan didn't have to testify.
And that too. Absolutely. She did not because she had no obligation.
Up to here with
She's just an idiot. Like,
either you go not want to press charges and leave it all alone and go hang out with the bodyguard over there in Brazil.
That's what I would have did, Sharrell. I would have been in Brazil somewhere.
But Megan messed this up. Megan, I like her. I like her as a rapper. I don't know her as a person. She mucked this up.
As Wendy Williams would say, less than smart.
And now we know that she liked to go play sloppy seconds behind her friend. Megan, you just messed this all.
You messed it up.
And why is she threatening bloggers? Like, that's ridiculous as well.
It's like you're worried about the wrong thing, girl. Why are you worried about bloggers? Like, nah, you worried about the wrong thing.
I was on your side till you talking about you want to sue bloggers. Like, get the hell out of here.
That's some bullshit. Yeah.
Don't go this long, y'all. We've been talking 2 hours.
That's a new buzzword, right? Sue the blogger. No, get your life together.
Right.
Y'all put this before us. Y'all put this before us, so we're gonna talk about it.
Right.
Can I ask you a question? A little bit off topic, but not really. Did anyone get physically harmed in Emancipation?
I didn't watch it. I
don't know.
I feel bad. I wanted Will to succeed.
If nobody got physically harmed, I'll watch it now.
You watched it? Was it good?
I know. I said I would watch it, but if there's physical harm in the movie, I will not watch it.
He gets lashed on his back, like he represents.
Oh no, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's okay. Will Smith will be okay. Like I think you said, Diva. He'll be fine.
He's a multi-millionaire.
Because you said they made it before the slap. Wrong movie, wrong time. But Diva was right. He has to remember how people treated him, like Tom Cruise.
Hey, Diva, how do you feel about him trying to reconcile with oh my God, what's her name, Jada?
Oh, Jada. listen, you know, I'm not mad at Jada. I know everybody's saying Jada put the battery pack in them, this, that, and the other. I don't feel the same way. Those two had a special, different kind of marriage for years.
A weird marriage, Diva? Weird?
Huh?
Weird?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was different, not weird. Different.
So the fact that this played out, this is nothing new to them. It may be new to us, but this is nothing new to them. They've been doing their own thing that they agreed upon for years. You know, even before that August Alsina whole situation, Will Smith was rumored to have many relationships before hers even came out. She just got sloppy with it. He was an expert with it. So those two, they know why they're staying together. They do what they do, and I'm not mad at them. That's their business.
Yeah.
All right, Diva.
I mean, I don't know if y'all heard Will Smith in one of his interviews. He was talking about how he was trying to get Martin Lawrence to cheat. Did anybody see that interview?
Oh no!
Oh my God!
When he said this was when Martin was newly married, and we were in, I think, Miami, someplace where there's supposed to be beautiful girls, and he was like, "Come on, let's have some fun." And Martin Lawrence was like, "No." So they got a weird relationship. They really do.
Oh, come on, it's okay. Jada let me do it.
All right, y'all. This is a record. I never go 2 hours, Diva. You know I never go 2 hours. Not a single call has dropped. I still full backstage, but I'm not a 2 hour chick. I'm not.
I love it. It
We're
was
on
good,
standby
Sharrell.
for the results for the jury to come in. So
I think we probably good to tomorrow though.
You think they're gonna really go over
At
each
this
evidence?
point, even if they made their mind up, just in my opinion, they gonna
They
gonna fake it to act like we tried. Now they'll come early in the morning so they can go Christmas shopping.
Oh my God. So listen to this. This is really funny. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I was on Nosy Channel the other day, and they was saying how Tory's paying everybody off, including rented a child, because they said that was Future's child. Did y'all hear that?
Oh
no. They said that is the rapper Future's child. What the hell is he doing out of school? Tory, you need to stop. But it seemed to work. Right.
Oh, look, it's not his fault the justice system is working.
Well, we'll see.
You can't prove it.
The deepest pockets.
But I'm not, and when I say that, people get offended. I'm not saying that Tory's innocent. I'm not saying
Right.
Somebody shot her. Most likely, maybe they both shot her. I don't know, because he said he seen, but somebody did shoot her. I'm just saying they can't prove it.
Right.
And it seems very suspicious to me that everybody's changed their story. So I like to lean towards Tory paid off everybody. He know he did. Child.
He got that type of money, Sharrell?
Huh?
He got that type of money? Or maybe they didn't pay off.
But you know what? Somebody had
Do they
mentioned,
really want that much?
they were saying also too that maybe 1501, that they're connected to that shady. Okay, I gotta go. That shady record company. It's a lot more that we don't know about. It's a reason. There's a reason Megan is scared. She really scared. She's scared. She's scared, and and she's being sued by Carl Crawford. It could be players in this whole scheme of things that we don't even know about.
Exactly.
This is why they say about the music industry is so dark and evil. You gotta be careful.
It's grimy. All right, everybody, don't forget to click that like button on your way out. This was the best panel. Thank y'all so much. Y'all made me go a whole extra hour. We'll be back when the verdict comes in. In the
Have
meantime,
a great night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Happy holidays.
Good night.
Bye, guys. That was the best panel ever. I had fun. Thank you, Diva, for calling in. All right, you guys. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. You guys, we had a heated 2-hour session. That's the record for me. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, but you do. So I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Hopefully that verdict will come in soon. We are on verdict watch. On 3, guys, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.